First, let me say that it's really an honor for me to have the privilege of presenting this year's ECA Special Recognition Award to Sam Greco Jr. Back in the early 70s, Sam was employed as a laborer by Cozzolino Construction, building a flour mill for Seaboard Outlet at the Port of Albany. When the project was completed, Sam was asked to perform some maintenance on the new facility. And thus, in 1977, Sam Greco Construction, Inc. was established. Several years later, Combs and Company was to build 18 concrete silos at the port, and Greco Construction managed the project's labor force. As to Sam's involvement in ECA, he has been an active member throughout his career. He was always willing to serve on a committee as a member or chairman. He also represented the General Contractors Trade Group as their director on ECA's board of directors and on various negotiating committees. He was always willing to take on difficult tasks or projects and spend countless hours of time away from his own business to devote for the good of ECA and the construction community. Sam is a past president of ECA and the General Contractors Association of ECA. He was also a management designated trustee on the Labor's Local 190 Fringe Benefit Funds, and he is currently a member of ECA's Board of Directors. He has received the Northeast Subcontractors Association Outstanding General Contractor Award 3 years in a row, and was the first contractor to be recognized as associate member with the Architects Institute Association of Eastern New York. In my opinion, no one has given more of his time, talent, energy, and effort for the benefit of ECA and the construction industry as Sam Greco Jr. Sam and I have worked together on many association projects over the past 30 years or so, and his contributions to association policy making and direction of staff efforts are appreciated by his fellow members and those who have manned the association staff. Sam has helped guide ECA through some difficult times with a high degree of integrity and competence. Sam, I admire your knowledge, I admire your expertise, your keen wit, your sense of humor, and most of all, I value your friendship. So it gives me, great pleasure to be here to present you with this 2016 ECA Recognition Award.
Now, I've got to say, you know, I'm just blown away, okay, about seeing everyone here. I mean, these are the people in my industry, okay, who came tonight. I get tears in my eyes, tell you the truth. But, you know, to take the time and effort to drive up this Northway, you know, to come here tonight, I mean, I'm very, very appreciative for everyone, okay? I can't single out anyone in particular, but everybody here has been a part of my life, and I certainly enjoy everybody. And I guess one of the greatest things of, you know, being here and spending this time is knowing all you guys, okay? And it's just been tremendous time for me. Now I'd like to thank my extended family, okay? And I got to tell you a little story about extended family. That's my work family. Years ago, I was working downtown Albany for a very successful guy, okay? And we were doing a project for him, and we were standing at the elevator. I didn't really know the guy that well, but I knew who he was because we were working for his company. And I said to him one day, I said, "How the heck did you get to be so successful?" And he said, "You know what I did?" He said, "I hired people smarter than me." I said, what a great thing. So that's what I did. Everybody that you see here working for me is much smarter than I am, okay? They're much smarter than I am. So I gotta just throw some names out there. Leaf, Louie, Paul, Sam, Tom, Todd, Mike Mulligan, Peter Lansing, Kenny, Fonz, Earl, Paul Downey, you know, who's our field guy, Megan, Barb, Leslie, and Kim, okay? You guys are my family. I wouldn't know what to do without you people, okay? I mean, day in, day out, you just do a tremendous job. And it's just heartwarming to come to work. I enjoy coming to work to see everybody, so I love that. I guess from there, I think about my next little step is that when I was in high school, graduating from high school, and I want everybody to think back when you're in high school. when you're senior year, you're going to graduate. You know, what were you going to do? Did everybody have a plan? I didn't. I didn't really have a plan. All I knew was I was going to get a job because my father wanted to make sure I got a job, that I had to go to work. So, so I got out of high school, and some of my friends were going to college, and it was time for me to get a job because in that day, nobody really went to college in my neighborhood. Everybody got a job. So my dad takes me up to Labor's Local 190 and talks to a guy by the name of Charlie Mirabli, and Tony will remember that guy. And he puts me to work, and I got a job up at SUNY Albany, building dormitory 1. Okay, it was a union labor. So that was pretty neat. I was making I think $3.25 an hour, which was a lot of money. Okay, and you know that was pretty nice. So I worked up there, and I never forget the winter was absolutely atrocious. It was probably 30 below zero in that year, and well, I dealt with it because I had to. I was outside, I had to work. And in those days, too, you never took any time off in construction. Not like today. Guys said, well, I'm going on vacation in the middle of July and August when you got work. They're going to, you know, they just leave. You know, if I ever took a day off, I thought I was going to be fired. So that was a different mindset. And I was working in the South Mall on the 44-story office tower as a laborer. This is the big transition in my whole life. So I was up on the 13th floor, and we were getting ready to pour the deck. Okay, so there was all rebar, and the rebar had all kinds of dirt and everything in it. And I was there with a spoon, and I was cleaning out all the dirt before we could pour the concrete slab. So I had 2 years of college at that point, and the money was good, but I said to myself, gee, is there anything else I can do other than, am I going to do this the rest of my life? So I said, nope. So I throw the spoon down. The elevators weren't working, so I had to climb down the ladders. And I start to walk out of the project, and this guy by the name of Bill Joyce, who worked for Foster Lipkins, and Tony would remember that name. So I'm walking out of the site in the mall, and he says, where are you going, Sam? He said, I don't know, I quit. I can't do this anymore. So he said, what do you want to do? What do you want to be? He said, you want to be an engineer? Boy, that sounded pretty good, be an engineer. I'm going to go from a laborer to being an engineer, you know? With no education or no nothing. I'm just going to be an engineer. So that sounded really good. So he takes me up to the guy, and he signs me up, and I'm a rod man. So I go up on Washington Avenue Extension, where they were building Washington Avenue Extension. It wasn't built at the time. That's how old I am, okay? That's how far back I go, right? So the other good thing happened is that about a year later, I didn't have a job, so this guy by the name of Roy Cooley asked me if I wanted to do some maintenance work around the flour mill. I said, sure. So I hired my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, and my nephew. They were two of my main guys, and we did maintenance work around the flour mill for about a year. And then Combs and Company decided to come back, as Tony said, to build the silos in the Port of Albany. So I was fortunate to be in the right place at the right time, and they wanted me to manage the project, the people, and we probably had about 100 people working for us. And at that point, you know, I didn't know what was going on. So I called Tony up. I said, Tony, look I said, I need laborers, I need carpenters, I need operating engineers, I need masons, I need iron workers. What should I do? We're going to sign you up, Sam. So he did. So we signed up with all the basic trades at that point, and that's when I really started my association with Eastern Contractors, and it's been a great one all these years. Life is good. Like I said, when I get out of bed every morning, I'm a happy guy, and I look forward to seeing everybody again next year, and it's been great. I thank you so very much for taking the time to come here tonight and give this award to me. I didn't think I would ever get an award, but I actually kind of like it. It's not there. So, and I want to say one other thing. I would encourage everyone here to continue to support ECA, Eastern Contractors. I mean, it's a tremendous organization, and I would also encourage the young people here to really get on board, and if they have some, you know, creative ideas or whatever to help us be more competitive in the industry, that would be a wonderful thing. So again, thank you for coming tonight. Thank you.